back to another episode of
Shopped
and Skewed.
Yeah.
You're with me as usual, Terence, and my homie over here.
Simon, aka Kill Simao.
The whole thing. So yeah, this is what. Let's not even get into what episode this is, bruh. This is whenever you're watching it, you have it.
Who knows?
Who knows which episode this will be, bruh? Probably be episode 16, my G.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome, and let's get right into it. I wanted to talk about something. I noticed that, primarily what we both do is graphic design, and I feel like we haven't really gotten into much of that, especially how we started, because we're here because of we met primarily because of graphic design and stuff. So I guess this is just like a little bit of an origin story as to how we got here and how we actually started off. So yeah, my G.
How we got the superpowers.
How we got the superpowers.
This is X-Men
bro.
origin story.
Bro. So like it's like you watch the X-Men and then they take it, but what do they call it? Prequel?
Yeah, prequel.
Yeah, so like now when you started, you know, you probably, maybe you don't know us as graphic designers, but yeah, if you know us, this is now the prequel of like how we got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my G. So you want to go first or?
Hey, how we started off?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
As a design. I remember this because of the thing I posted yesterday.
Which one?
I posted this meme about graphic design where there was the word out. You remember in Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, there used to be the word out thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, that's where I started from. Where did you start from, AJ?
I think I started from the same thing as well. Yeah. But then my cousin had Photoshop installed on his computer at one point.
Yeah.
The one with the eye icon. Which one was that? Is that Photoshop 3?
Which eye one? Because there was an eye fusing into like a camera lens thing.
Yeah. Was it a camera or the magnification glass thing? I think it was.
Sheesh,
I think it was that.
Nah, let me check.
Look it up.
Let me check to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like early stages.
Yeah,
that
was way back because even the interface was absolute trash.
Yeah, it was garbage.
Yeah. Or even way before that, when you fancied yourself a creative kid.
Yeah.
You used to go and mess with Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, bruh.
Sheesh.
Yeah, bruh. It was rough though.
It was rough.
It was rough.
I've actually seen people on DeviantArt making art still to this day with paint.
Yeah.
Apparently,
no, people do. It's
pixel art.
It's just pixels. Yeah. So like, if you're into like painting one pixel at a time.
In no way. Man.
Okay, this is 3. This was 3. I don't think was it this one. Nah,
no,
this isn't it.
No. Let's try. Was it? Can't be earlier than that though. Yeah.
Nah, it can't be
4?
earlier than that.
Maybe 4.
Let me search for 4. That's getting there, but.
No, this is the one. This is the one I started with.
This is the one you started with?
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, bro. Nah, this ain't the one I started with. Let me look. 5?
5 was...
Nah, 5 is also an I, but it's coming close. I think it's probably started with 6, bro.
6? Nah, I feel like 6 is...
Oh, no, it's bringing CS6.
CS6.
Okay, but this is 6. What? Bro, I thought I was like an old OG Photoshop user, bro. How am I at 7 and I'm... Yeah, this is the one.
This is the one?
This is the
Which
one.
You started 7?
I started with 7.
Yeah, so it's a magnifying... what, glass?
Magnifying.
Yeah, is it a lens?
I thought it was a band, yeah.
Maybe that thing where you...
Yeah, I thought it was a focus. That thing like at the very... Yeah, but whatever. I think it's... Because if it's magnifying, then it's
not doing the job.
Doesn't seem to be much.
Okay, I think it's one of those things where you attach to the...
the
actual lens.
Yeah, I think so.
What do they call them?
Bruh.
Hey, I don't recall.
I have no idea.
Anyway,
if it was now, I would say it's like an ND filter, but I don't think the ND thing was a thing back then. Like, Yeah, but
Maybe
yeah.
that's what it's supposed to be though.
Yeah.
Because we always get stuff late here.
Super late. But yeah.
But I think I started from
So
there.
you started from 4 then. Damn. Bro.
Yeah. No, but then I wasn't doing it actively.
Yeah.
Back then, I was into what? Fruit Loops. Everybody.
Yeah.
I think if you're a graphic designer right now, if you are, I'm pretty sure you have a history with music as well.
One way or another. Yeah.
So back in the day, we had I was trying to produce music, trying to make beats and stuff. So we had Fruit Loops, and then there was the Photoshop stuff. So once you hit a wall in Fruit Loops, you're like, okay, let me mess around with another type of creativity. So you do that, and then hey man, that time was tough.
Bruh.
Yo, my cousin used to tell us, yo, you can only use this for a specified amount of time. After that, just
Maybe like what, an hour or something.
like, bro, how am I supposed to be creative with this amount of time? But yeah, we had to respect his wishes, of course.
Yeah.
So from there, how I actually got into it was, I don't know if you know Stratus. Oh yeah, you know Stratus.
Yeah, I do.
Stratus, he makes beats as well. He actually started doing the whole Photoshop thing before me.
For real?
Yeah, he did. And then it was fascinating stuff because it was like we're doing this music thing, and he always when he was making beats for us, it was like, you know what? I also did some some little artwork thing.
For real?
Yeah, it was
I never saw it coming.
I was like, you know what? Let me try this Photoshop thing as well. Try this. I was trash.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So from there, when we're waiting for to get into university and stuff, that window, that period, my sister was like, you know what, my G, can't just be out here just chilling at home.
Yeah.
You know, go do something.
Yeah.
So she enrolled me at this school. Yeah, they closed it now, which is a shame.
Yeah, I hear those like some scammy. I hear it was scammy, bro.
The scamming people.
Yeah. I was a victim too at some point, but we'll get into that story another time. But yeah,
that's another episode.
That's a whole other episode, right? But yeah.
Yeah. So I studied that. I was top of the class.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you know what? I think actually I have a gift in this. So I just leaned into it.
Yeah.
Just got into it on Facebook. If I remember correctly, I think that's how we became friends. Because I saw some of your work on Facebook.
Yeah.
Something you did for Dali.
Shit was terrible.
Yeah,
I look at it now, but still, okay. The Dali one I think was still one of my favorites. But yeah, it was like at a time when, yo, bro, it was trash.
No, but it was actually fire that time.
Yeah, bro.
We're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like from how I recall, it was like a game selection screen. And you're picking a character. Yeah. So you've picked Dali.
And there's the whole circle around him going.
Yeah.
That was actually, that's crazy. That's like 2012?
Jesus.
That should have been 2012, bro.
Hey, man.
Because I remember for a fact, then I was in school and the only access to a computer that I had was this friend of mine had you remember this little ass laptops, like they were like
compacts,
9 inches and 9 inches or something like that of screen. Like they were very, very compact like this. So yeah, that's the only PC that I had. So
oh wow,
this homie was like, he had the laptop, but he didn't really do much with it. So he was like, oh, you can fiddle it or you can install whatever you want. So I installed Photoshop in there, and yeah, that's I think one of the first artworks I did on that laptop.
Bro. Nah, I think we gotta find it and then put it on the screen somewhere.
Man, I'll find it and post it. But yeah, probably some of you would still think it's fire, but to me, I look at it and I'm like, I could have done this better.
What is this?
But yeah, it was, even for me, like at the time, I was like, oh my God, this is dope.
This is the epitome of graphic design.
I've hit it.
Bro, if I sent you a friend request off of that artwork, you know it was fire, bro.
Bro. But I think around the same time, it makes sense with the streetest thing, because the first ever artwork that I saw that you did was cooking beats.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I still remember that whole thing. I was so shocked. I was like, nigga, what? We'll show that one if you can. Do you still have it?
I think I have. I think I have it.
All of these things should be on our Facebook.
On our
still,
Facebook somewhere.
Our Facebook's like we don't. I don't even mess with like deleting stuff on Facebook. Everything is still there.
You gotta let people see the progress.
Have to see how you come up. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. After that, that's around the time we met. So like you're at New Horizon. You finished?
Yeah. I finished the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then, well, from that time, I think I was still chilling.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, bruh, some people are. I think it was a relative of mine was like, they're looking for a graphic designer.
Mm.
You know,
is that what you did? Yeah.
Yeah, go try your luck. What? I actually know the guys.
Yeah.
That are hiring. Like, cool. Put in a good word. Cool. I went there. They actually took me in like same day.
Whoa.
It was crazy. It was the same day, bro. And it was
same
crazy.
day as in you started designing the same day. Did you start work the same day, or like did they let you go home a little bit? Like...
Well, I stepped in. Here's the interview. I stepped in. We talk about it.
Yeah.
So there was the art director on the left, the client service guy on the right.
Yeah.
Okay. I talk with the client service guy. What?
Yeah.
We find common ground, and then the art director on the side is like, you know what? You've shown me your portfolio.
Yeah.
But it was trash things. It was just vector arts and whatnot. And I was like, cool. But show me how you work in real time. Design something for me, right?
I hate those, bro.
I was like, my God.
I hate them shits, bro.
Performance anxiety. I was like, bro, what do you mean? I'm not ready. I was like, I didn't even bring my laptop. It was like,
no, don't worry about all that.
It slid the laptop to me, bro. I was like, use this one. I'm like, come on,
do some. Oh my God.
So that was
hate that shit.
And then I made something and it was horrible. Yeah. But it looked like a UI thing. Like a UI.
Oh,
yeah, user interface.
That type of design.
Yeah, and it was like, you actually have a gift in this thing. Maybe you should lean into that.
Yeah.
I've never looked into that.
And you never leaned into it.
Yeah, but yeah, he made me do something like real quick on the spot.
And you did.
I did it. And I was like, you can just continue work. I'm like, what do you mean? Let me come back tomorrow. And then the client service guy was like, okay, just let the guy breathe.
Yeah,
He'll come back tomorrow. He'll be ready. And then, that was my first job. 35K salary.
Sheesh. For context, what year was this?
This was, 2012? I think 2012, yeah.
For context, 2012, I think, 2012, 35K was like how much to the dollar?
It should have been to the dollar.
To the dollar.
Wasn't it like what?
Because the dollar
was like 600 something.
Yeah, it was 600 something. So we'll do the math and throw the number here. But the dollar, 35K to the dollar now is like what?
1.2? Wait. What you mean
so 35K? 35K would be something like maybe 20 something dollars. So just so you know, this man's first salary was.
Hey, bro, that's sad. But like even
sheesh, bro.
Nah, it's wild. But I was surviving because like the point of the employment that time for me was I was waiting to still go back to school. Yeah. So it was just some money to play around with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So even my lunch hours were crazy, bro. Cause like I told you about this. Yeah. I figured it out, man. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. I'm like, you know what? With this money, I can't be out here balling. Yeah. I need to find a solution. Now I'm thinking, I need food and I need a drink. Yeah. All right? Yeah. Now here's the kicker. Yeah. I am the guy. I mean, I'm like, okay. Okay. If I mix the two into one, it's gonna be the game changer. Yeah. I took myself all the way down to Jack Shoppers. Yeah. Brother, I bought my hair. Yeah. I'm like, cool, this is a drink.
All in one.
And it's food.
It's like one of them shampoos where it's like shower gel and like shampoo and like what? Body wash.
And it's like lip balm at the same time. It's like anointed water. Everything in one, bro.
bro.
And then that was what I was doing to save money.
Because then like my hair was like what 300 questions.
It was
Yeah,
it was cheap,
It
bro.
was cheap then. It was cheap because I remember I was never really a fan of my hair. Yeah,
Why not?
No, because I was before, and then you know that thing that happens when you're sick, and then you consume something, and then you puke. It's a thing.
Oh yeah,
You
and then just
hate it. You
throws
end
you
up
off.
hating it for the rest of your life. So unfortunately, they did that to me. I was sick, and then they were like, "Okay, you're not taking solids,
Try my hair.
try something that will still like be solid in your stomach, and you just have to drink it." So I took my hair, and yeah.
Why didn't they just bring you Fanta Orange like
Like
every
everybody
normal?
else. No, but Fanta Orange, it's the same reason why you needed my hair, because it's something that you have and you're like full, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
So that was a logic, and they ruined it for me forever. So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
here I am now.
That's sad. That's sad.
So
Anyway,
5K would be enough.
yeah, it was enough at the time.
Yeah.
I was living. I even had a whole girlfriend, bro. She used to come at lunchtime, and I would buy stuff for her, and I'd still have money to take home.
Bruh.
Hey, man,
Bruh.
wild.
Good time.
Anyways,
time.
how did yours go? Your
Hey,
origin story.
Mine is similar in that it started from music. I remember back in the day, my brother has always been into like music and like producing and what.
Yeah.
So then he was making music, and the only thing I was doing on the computer is playing around with Microsoft Paint. So like his time to do music was like kind of, we had to fight over the time.
Yeah.
So like I was messing around with Paint, he was doing the music stuff, and then inevitably I started also getting into the music stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
So I got into that, and I remember me and my brother went to this studio. I just forgot the name, but it was being run by CHEQUE. CHEQUE, the OG designer, Big Daddy CHEQUE.
Oh yeah, Big Daddy.
He and his brother had a studio.
Hey,
so
bro.
we went there, and I think my brother went there to grab like a copy of like Fruit Loops or whatever.
Wares
and stuff like that. So we went in there and then found CHEQUE on his PC designing some shit. And he did this one thing that I'll never forget, yeah? He was adding, like, this shadow, like when you're trying to add the shadow, okay, you have an image. It was a fire extinguisher. I remember it vividly. It was a fire extinguisher, and like he placed it on the design, and he wanted to add not really a shadow, a reflection.
Reflection, yeah.
So he dragged it, like he duplicated it and dragged it down and like faded it. And I was like, yo,
magic, bro. Magic. And it used to look glassy like
it
that.
was glassy, like it looked glassy. I was like, oh my God, what is it you're doing, my G? So like, I took interest. I saw that, and I didn't say much because then I was young. I was a kid. But these people, obviously, him and my brother, are like having conversations. So he's grabbing softwares and stuff like that. And I think I might have asked that. Okay, that software you're doing that thing in? Can you just throw that in there as well?
Check it in.
So he chucked it in. Yeah. So like I went home. I didn't get into it. Immediately. I think it took like a couple of weeks, and then I was like, okay, let me try and install this thing.
Yeah.
So I installed the thing, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like Paint, but like a little more complex.
Yeah.
So I started playing around with that, just doing like brush strokes and stuff like that, because brushes then were the shit. So I played around with brushes, but I was like, because I'm not seeing any deliverable, anything that I can actually make out of this, yeah. Until when I started getting into the music. So like I started making music. I think this was in secondary school. I would have probably gotten a much better grade in secondary school. I will not lie. If I wasn't into music, I would have been a much better performer. But I was into music, so like we're doing music, and I was like, I think I can do artworks. I found like I think then the internet was just like coming in also, because back then, internet wasn't really a thing.
Yep.
So like I started, there was on my way back from school, close to where I was staying in Limby, there was this internet cafe. So went into the internet cafe. Usually I went there to like just browse, Moco space. That's,
Mogul space time.
That's the only reason I went. But then,
Lord.
like, I was there one time. I was like, opened up a tab, and I was like, Photoshop. So I just typed in Photoshop, and like, it showed me like a bunch of stuff people were doing. Yeah, it showed me a bunch of stuff people were doing.
Jeez.
So I don't know how I ended up going from there to like finding websites with tutorials and stuff like that. It graduated. This happened like over a large period of time, obviously. But then like I started downloading tutorials. So like I got some tutorials on like how to do random stuff like dodge and burn, 3D text effects. I'll show you. I'll show everything here. I'm shameless. I'll show everything here. So started getting into that stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is actually fire. And I started posting it on Facebook, and people would be like, yo,
how'd you do this?
Yeah, so now I'm gassed. I'm making the music. I make a logo for my
record label.
I was like, Desert Records. This is the logo for it. It was just brushes, bruh. Like,
I remember your logo.
It was terrible, bruh. I'll put that here as well. So yeah, I made that. I was like, oh my god, this is the shit. So now it's music and graphic design. Like it's going together now. It started going together.
Yeah.
All while I think, as I said, I was still in secondary school then. So like I'm doing this and doing that at the same time. So yeah, after like secondary school, I remember listening to a beat where like my music thing. I always talk about the story. I listened to a beat by Tricky Beats.
Oh, Tricky.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I listened to a beat that he made, and I was like, yeah, ain't no way I'm gonna make a beat that's this good. There's no way I'm gonna make a beat that's this perfect.
I quit.
So I quit this shit. I was like, I'm done with music.
Hey,
you can keep doing it, but I'm done with music. So that's when I properly leaned into graphic design now. So it was kind of like at the same time when we're waiting for after Form 4 exams. So now we're just chilling, waiting.
Yeah.
And same thing. My parents were like, you can't just sit around.
So you need to do something.
Yeah, I went to like Beehive to do like was an IT thing, because I always thought I'd be an IT person. So went to Beehive. That's where I met Ziki.
Shout out
Ziki. Ziki the designer, not Ziki. I have two Ziki friends. Crazy. So yeah, that's where I met him, and like we had unlimited internet at our disposal.
At just school?
At school, bro.
For real.
So like it was like unlimited. You could do whatever you want, and the PCs were like fire PCs. They were like strong. So I think that's around the same time Ziggy got into Blender, into
the 3D modeling,
into the 3D things, and like I also got into like the graphic design, Photoshop stuff. So like I went fully in. I had all the websites like Abduzido there. Like I'm looking at tutorials. I'm doing these things. So yeah, that's when I actually started doing the stuff. And unfortunately, I was there. I finished like a certificate or something. And then my parents thought it wise to like send me to some school somewhere abroad. So I went to that school, and like that's when like I kind of like hit a wall. I stopped for a bit. You took a break from design. I took a break for a while until I found that friend who let me use his like little ass PC. Yeah, that's when I like started getting back into it. So like I hadn't gotten back into it, but then like so like after school I came back here. That was like 2014. Went back to school. Went back to the school. I went back to school, and like still doing the design thing here and there. I start actually getting like gigs because I was posting my stuff, and then people would ask me like, okay, how much for that? Especially on Facebook, how much for like business cards? I'm like, okay, I can do business cards for this much, and will you print them as well? I'm like, yeah, I can print them. So like I used to take my designs, print. That's why I really.
Hey, wait! You actually could print that time.
Not me. I would just take my design to like the Serigraphics. Like I would just design it and like take it to Serigraphics and tell them like print 100 of these, and then they'll do it. So that's kind of how I got into like the print design type of thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is actually making, because I would charge maybe like 5K or 3K for the design, and charge maybe 20K for the printing. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I think this is the thing. So yeah, pretty much that's how I got into the design. And I was still freelancing, obviously. And my first job was actually for Mango advertisement.
Oh yeah, Mango ad.
Yeah, Mango ad. I put up. I don't even remember like how that went, how the interview went. But I remember my first day at Mango ad. Met KK, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was like, welcome, my G. You know the character. Welcoming.
It was lively.
Like, so he was like, you're gonna be working on this PC and stuff like that. I was like, cool. So in my mind, I thought, okay, this guy will take me through
the
like,
ropes,
how I'm supposed to work. I'll have maybe 2 days or 3 days. First day I got there and they're like, my G, there's I remember it was a center spread. It was a center spread for a golf event by MTL.
Oh,
they're like, okay, do this center spread. Here are the pictures. Here's the PC. You got this. I was like, what?
No.
And this is for someone who's had never done like proper corporate work for a client that's like to that caliber, bruh. I froze. Stressed, bruh. It took me like 3 whole days. And this niggas after a while they laughed about it. Same way we laughed about like my first day at like FT.
Yeah.
But after a while they laughed about it, like they were like, hey bro, you really struggle with that shit, bro.
Hey,
like, it took me proper 3 days to finish. But yeah, bro.
No, how do you throw someone into the deep end like that?
I don't know. I guess if I think about it, it's also the best way to do things.
You reckon?
Yeah, because I've actually been in a situation where, like, especially at my recent job, like, it was kind of the same thing where I was like, okay, I'm in the designer's shoes. What do I want to do? So, like, I kind of like, I was trying to ease the designer into the work. So, like, I took it easy for them, tried to make it easy for them. But then I realized also he was commented the same thing that, okay, because you're making it easy, when you're tired of like making it easy for them, it will be too much for them to handle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like the learning curve is too steep.
It's too steep. So you'd rather just like hit someone with the thing at the jump and like get into it on their own. Yeah.
Hey, my God.
So same way I've seen these videos of kids learning how to swim. Like they just throw kids in the water. In there. Yeah, they just throw them in the pool and they start to swim. Sink or swim, my G. So yeah, pretty much that's the story of like how I ended up being a graphic designer and how I quit music. I was actually pretty decent, bro. Like, but yeah.
Put the link of your Reverb Nation.
And you know the crazy part? Reverb Nation, for some reason, they don't allow you to delete accounts. I have tried 3 times to delete my account.
Why?
I don't know, bro. It always says, oh, okay, cool. Good riddance. We've deleted it. But whenever I search my music, it's still there. It's still there.
How are they still hosting that website, bro? Who uses it anymore right now?
But I think there's still people that are like coming up because, okay, I don't think there's still any alternative that's significantly better, if you know what I mean. Because, okay, look at how it is to get onto Spotify, for example. It's not just something that where you like click and upload your music.
And you're in, yeah. No, but then there's SoundCloud.
Yeah, well, maybe the SoundCloud and like what Audio Mac.
Yeah. That's what people are using a lot these days.
But I think they're probably still like some 0.01% of people that still. I'm sure over the years when we haven't been there, they probably have some features that maybe they're doing that maybe SoundCloud doesn't really do. But also somehow discoverability is better when you're in a platform that's not as crowded.
Facts.
If you're being discovered on like SoundCloud now, it's like impossible, bro.
But you have to be extremely good.
Yeah, you have to be extremely good. And nowadays with like music marketing, well, now it's easier with like TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, you just throw your
thing
your tune on there,
TikTok, and like link it and like
Hey man, if I was a rapper right now, I think I'd be dope. Okay, not a rapper. If I could sing though, I've always wanted to sing.
Yeah, like sing.
Sing.
Yeah,
just serenade the ladies, bro. Yeah, but rapping, I don't think rap right now.
I don't think the style of rap right now is something that appeals to me because I caught myself doing this. Remember recently I did like that artwork for See Scripture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Therapy.
So, therapy sessions. Yeah,
sessions.
which just dropped by the way. But I listened to the album, and the song I loved the most was like the because like he used different styles, but the one I vibed with the most was like the style that was like that 2010 style type beat. It was a trappy type beat. And
Oh,
like,
for real?
so I was like, okay, maybe if I was still rapping, this is the kind of rap I would be inclined to do. So yeah, I'll still be like a trap like Lex Luger type beat.
Hey, bro, those beats were fire,
Bro.
and they were always like the guys from back then were not minimalists, bro. They
weren't.
believed
They were
in chugging in
throwing in
so
things,
many
bro.
sounds. Hey, like what? I remember the other time we were listening to Pop That by French Montana.
Yeah.
Bro, that beat is loud.
It's like there's so many. That's Lex Luger as well, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Lex.
that's Lex Luger.
Bro, it was just so many sounds. Even like the section where the verse comes in, it's supposed to be a little chill, but it's still no, man.
Yeah, music there was.
It's almost like
wild.
Maybe they were inspired by rock music or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Lex Luger sounds like he listens to a lot of rock.
But also, it was like I think it was at a time when the quality of the music itself wasn't okay. Especially, let me talk about here. Like here in M-Dubs, like you would make a beat full, so that when you use your shitty mic to record, the song doesn't sound like terrible. Because if you have a light beat and you try to record with your weak ass mic, bruh, that would like clearly show.
Okay.
Like that's the end of you. So like I think then it was like. It's the same thing that happened to Snoop. Do you know that Snoop got so much like bad like reviews about like the especially even before he recorded Drop It Like It's Hot.
Oh, for real?
Everyone was mad. Everyone, even in his label, everyone was mad. It was like,
what is this?
What kind of beat is this, bruh? What kind of beat? Like this beat is so empty. How are you even gonna fill this up into like an actual song? Like it was like so empty.
That was Pharaoh, yeah.
That was for real. And it ended up being like probably the biggest song he's ever had.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. So I think then it was like everyone just wanted to like be totally consumed with the sound and like everything is like everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Hey man, nah, that was too much.
Yeah, man. But yeah, basically that's how we came up and that's how we ended up being the designers that we are now. I always say that every step kind of like shapes you into being what you are now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad I went through all of that. I'm glad this dude went through like having to struggle for a PC, because struggle always brings you up. Like the more you struggle to like get access, the more you want the thing. Like there's a correlation there. So
True.
yeah.
Isn't it annoying now? Like how you can just, the information is right there on the internet.
Bruh.
But I don't know. Is there something about it? Just having too much access to things.
Yeah, it's also like
Yeah,
it's also a little bit off-putting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I always say that no one has an excuse to like not do whatever they want now. Yeah, because back in our day, as I'm saying, I used to have to go to an internet cafe.
Just for.
So which means it's like from the time I knock off from school, that was like 3. The time it took me to like get home, it was like I had a window of like 3 hours to like get home and also be on the internet to like download tutorials and stuff like that, and be able to like do them on like the weekend, maybe for also just a couple of hours. So yeah, back then it was rough, but now you have the internet, you have tutorials, you have all these things, you have me telling you how to do stuff easier in Illustrator and shit like that. It's easy now. So no excuses now.
No excuses at all. If you want to do something,
just
you get into
anything. If I wanted, I could probably be well, I don't want to say engineer, but I could probably like learn probably the basics of engineering just from my phone. So yeah, I think pretty much people can be whatever they want to be, or at least you would have enough information about this thing before you like actually pay for like maybe school and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because then we're just going in. I went into IT because I liked computers from like since I was young. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. If I want computers, I'll have to do IT. But yeah.
And the crazy thing, that was how I got into IT as well.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do web design. I was trying to design websites.
Yeah, still
So, like,
design.
yeah. They were like, you need to study IT.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Like I got into it, and then there was like minimal web design. Like,
yeah, web design is like minimal, bruh. Like it's minimal, and it's just like the web design where you like Notepad, HTML, body, what, and I was like,
bro, we didn't even get into Dreamweaver at that time.
Imagine. No, in like most certificate courses, you didn't really get into even the higher ones. I don't know.
Apparently, it was like you're cheating the system.
Yeah, I don't know what it is now because, when I was doing my when I was doing IT as well, I think we only did Notepad. There's Notepad, the basic Notepad, and then there's Notepad ++.
Yeah.
Which is like the same Notepad but like more enhanced for the web design. But yeah, we never got into like Dreamweaver or anything like that. Nowadays, I don't even know what people are using now. They're
using Framer. There's the friends to what's the new software? That's Figma.
Yeah,
there's Figma, and then there's Framer.
Ooh, okay.
These two are what's popping right now.
Yeah.
Like we also need to get into
I need
that.
To probably get into Figma. I see a lot of people doing stuff in Figma, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm already into like the UI thing, so I think like it'll be a good enough transition for me. But yeah,
it's wild though. Like you'd think websites are dying right now, right?
Yeah, but
then come like the first on my Twitter is always Figma and Framer. And WordPress, I think they also
WordPress is connected to that whole thing.
Yeah,
but it's crazy. It's crazy that people still go to websites. Well, nowadays it's kind of like you don't really feel like you're going into a website because most of the times if you go into a website from your phone, you're probably someone put a link on Instagram and you go into like it has the mini browser. Instagram has its own mini browser and you go into the website and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, bruh, that's the origin story. Yeah, let's get into some news now. Yeah, you have some news for us. Some news.
Bro. No, it was just funny. The other day I woke up checking my Twitter.
Yeah.
And I saw news of Steve Harvey being cheated on.
Apparently apparently it was the wife and the bodyguard or something like that.
Apparently,
Damn,
it's been going on for a while, and on top of that, she wasn't just cheating on with just the bodyguard. It was also the chef.
Whoa!
Yeah, apparently
everybody could get it.
Everybody was it was like an Oprah show, bro. Like you gonna get some cushion. You gonna get some.
Oh my goodness! It wasn't just one guy.
Apparently, bro. So. Hey man, when I saw that, it was actually, it got me thinking, bro.
Yeah.
If a guy who came up with the book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, he actually got into the science of dating and love and whatnot.
He's giving advice left, right, and center, bro.
He's telling you how to go about this business, how to deal with women, how to
so you don't get cheated on.
And that man gets cheated on.
Hey, right.
Not with one person, with two niggas.
Two that we know of. Because okay, if there were two niggas, there was probably three. If you think about it.
There's some other one. There's some
that was
sneaky
more links
discreet,
there was one that was more discreet for because she was trying to get maybe different things from like different people. So
man.
like it's still obviously. Okay, by the way, is this Lori Harvey's mother?
Yes. Apple doesn't fall to
man, I'm not saying anything here. I just wanted clarification.
And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I think Steve Harvey was married before.
Yeah, he
right?
was. Yeah.
And I think this lady is the love of his life.
Yeah.
So like what happened was they had dated before before Steve got married.
Oh, okay.
So they had dated, and then they separated. Apparently, this is all from the grapevine, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, Shorty left the guy when he was broke.
Yeah.
You know how Steve was struggling at some point.
Broke.
Yeah. So she left. Old boy got married to some dude.
Yeah.
Steve got married to another lady. Right? It didn't work out there. The lady Marjorie, her name is Marjorie.
Yeah.
She got married to another guy. Had a kid there, Lori, and then later on they were like, you know what, let's make this work.
Yeah.
So they got together, and the weird that's what had me thinking, bro. Why did Lori change her surname?
To like Harvey,
because she's not a Harvey.
She's not biological.
There's just red flags all over. But then she did that.
True.
Then she did that.
Yeah.
And then you years down the line, you find out your woman is, and that guy has always been putting her on, bro. He's always even in his speeches, in what.
Yeah.
Some time back when I was struggling.
Yeah.
When I was struggling with dating. Remember I told you I took a break. Like I took a hiatus from dating.
Fuck this shit for now.
Yeah. So I was trying to get into it, right? I was trying to get back into it. So I used to watch anything that I could find online. Just, things, perspectives, different stuff, right? It's just ammunition, bro.
Yeah.
Just so I'm ready for this new
for this new generation of
so I stumbled on Steve Harvey's show.
Yeah.
And he was always giving advice, right? Advice on how we should treat your woman, advice on how you should maneuver the dating scene right now.
Yeah.
And it used to make sense a lot to me, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, I took a step back and I was like, hold on. First of all, why are there only women in his audience? Okay?
Yeah, true.
If there's a man in there, it was some boyfriend to a girl who pulled her man.
Yeah, who pulled a man to the show.
Just so she could ask a silly question on TV.
Yeah.
Right?
Embarrassing, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then I thought about it. So I'm like, okay. Daytime shows like this.
Yeah.
Who watches these things?
Target audience
is women. So even if he was giving like sound advice, he was most likely going to make it so it sounds good to women. To the women. So he wasn't gonna keep it 100 all the way.
Yeah.
So that kind of pulled me off. So it's like, this dude is just trying to make money. He's not trying to help me.
Yeah, he's not trying to help me with my problems.
Yeah, so...
But yeah, I guess it's that also. Like, imagine being married to someone who gives all these women advice, all these men advice on how to do things. And then it comes home and is a trash husband. Yeah, because if you're just trash, you're trash.
Yeah.
But if you're trash while giving advice about what to do, then it's 10 times worse, bro. Because it's like you know the right thing to do, but clearly you just don't want to.
You just don't want to.
Yeah,
you just don't feel like.
So yeah, no, I have no idea why she did it or how long she did it or for what reasons exactly. But it's also that kind of thing where it's
that's sad, man.
It is.
We need people we can look up to right now because everything is going to
everything
down
is going
the
to shit, bruh.
Man.
Every couple divorces, bruh. It's all over the place. You're like, Dr. Dre has been with his wife for how many years? That's amazing.
And then out of nowhere,
out of the blue, it's like, we're split.
Why? What's going on?
Dude, it's like because you used to think, okay, maybe if you have money, then you got it secured. You don't have to go through this. But bruh, Steve has money and this woman is literally your chef, bruh. A nigga that you're paying. A nigga that you're paying.
Nigga on your payroll.
A nigga that feeds you, bruh. Oh my god. I can't trust a chef after this, bruh. No way.
Hey man, just kill me by putting poison in the food.
Bruh.
Don't do this,
do
man.
All of this, man. Why do you gotta do
What's
that?
with the theatrics?
Yeah, but yeah, it's bad for Steve.
Anyway, apparently, oh boy did not have he did not have a TikTok. And then one time when all these things blew up,
yeah.
Oh boy just went on TikTok just posted a video being all lovey-dovey with his wife.
Yeah.
Like, we all good over here, something like that. So,
Wait.
Yeah, he did.
They're still together?
Yeah. Apparently. He was trying to like squash the rumors and stuff. So I don't know there, man.
Yeah.
Some would call it simping, but you know, I don't know what's going on.
Shout out my nigga Steve, bro.
Shout out.
You gotta do what you gotta do, my G.
My boy don't want to go through another divorce.
Right, it's like, nah, I'm tired of this. I'm too old for this.
Too old.
It's literally too old for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Nah, man. But nah, I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true because boy seems like he's proper smitten.
Yeah.
The way he talks about his woman.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I hope it's not true.
Yeah, let's hope so too. All we can do is hope, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I think let's call it. You want to call it?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it for today. But yeah, so you heard our origin story. That's how we came about, and yeah.
If you're a graphic designer, hit us up. Let us know how your story starts,
bruh. Like I always say, nowadays, like my community, like especially on like shit. Let me not say my community. Like I have, like most of my socials now are. Most of my followers are like graphic designers now, and like I love to interact. People hit me up on like random, like about random things. Yeah, it's like. So I love it. I love sharing. I don't gatekeep. To the best of my knowledge, I try as much as possible not to gatekeep. Because I know for a fact that even if I'm a logo designer, I design logos, he designs logos, but it's not like I'm taking anything away from him when I design logos. So we could have like 100 logo designers. We could have 1,000 graphic designers.
Exactly.
And we all go eat. We all can eat. We're not taking food out of anyone's else's plate. So we're good. So if you want to share stuff, if you want to learn some stuff, like if you have questions, obviously I'm not gonna sit down and teach everything. Yeah, obvious. But yeah, I'm always open to like talking to people. If you're coming up, like yeah, it's great. Let's get into it. Let's do this stuff.
So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Keep your boy Steve Harvey in your prayers.
Yeah, let's pray for the boy. Let's pray for their marriage. Let's hope they stay strong.
Yeah, but that has been it from us here
this week. Yeah, catch us next week
on the next one.
Same time, same place.
Later.
Peace.